students, how are you all? I just hope that you all are fit and fine, and I also hope that you all must be studying at home. Now students, as I told you earlier also, that soon your first term examination is going to start, and your internal assessment, it will be given on the basis of home assignments that you're sending. How many assignments you're sending, how properly you're doing it, and how regularly you're sending it to me. Okay, so be regular with your assignments. And 40 marks is for your text, and the syllabus is from first assignment to 10th assignment. Okay, so up till now we have done 8 assignments. 2 more assignments will be sent to you, and then you have to complete all your pending assignments. Okay, those who have sent, that's good, and those who haven't completed their assignments, kindly complete your assignments and send it to me. Okay, all the pending assignments. So your syllabus is from 1st to 10th assignment. All the question answers, all the exercises, all the topics that we have done of the chapters till 10th assignment, that you have to prepare. Okay, now students, we will be revising chapter number 2. Okay, so total 2 chapters will be coming for your first term examination. So you have to prepare these 2 chapters, chapter number 1, the leaf, and chapter number 2, the flower. Okay, so today we are going to revise chapter number 2, the flower. Okay, so let's get started. Now students, let us revise chapter number 2, the flower, and for revision let us solve practice assignment 2, which is on page number 96 and 97. Okay, so open your book and open page number 96 and 97. So let us solve this exercise, this worksheet. So here we have question number 1. Name the following. Okay, so the first one is the outermost whorl in a flower. So the outermost whorl in a flower is calyx. Okay, which is the outermost whorl, also known as sepal. Then the second one is the innermost whorl in a bisexual flower. Now bisexual flower is a flower in which both male and female parts, they are present. Okay, so in the innermost whorl in a bisexual flower is gynoecium. Gynoecium is the female part. Okay. Now on page number 97, see part 2, complete flowers. Now complete flowers, you know what are complete flowers? They are the flowers in which all the whorls, they are present. Okay, so examples of complete flowers are mustard and China rose. Then comes D part 2, incomplete flowers. Now what are incomplete flowers? Incomplete flowers are the flowers in which one or more whorls are missing. Okay, examples of incomplete flowers are date palm, mulberry. Okay, then comes E part 2, unisexual flowers. Now unisexual flowers are the flowers in which one of the either male or female part is present. Only one reproductive part is present. It can be male or it can be female. Okay, examples are cucumber and gourd. Then F is 2, bisexual flowers. Bisexual flowers are the flowers in which both the reproductive parts, they are present, male and female. Examples are mustard and lily. Then comes 2 seeds containing 2 cotyledons each. Okay, so this means that we have to name, we have to give examples of 2 dicot plants. Dicot seeds are the seeds in which 2 cotyledons are present. So we have to give examples of 2 dicot seeds. Examples are gram and pea. Okay, then comes 2 seeds containing only 1 cotyledon. Okay, now here we have to give examples of monocot seeds. Okay, examples are wheat and maize. Then comes 3 conditions necessary for germination of a seed. Okay, so what are the 3 conditions? The 3 conditions are water, oxygen or air, and favorable. Favorable means suitable temperature. Okay, so these are the 3 conditions. Now comes define the following. Now we have done all these definitions in our notebook, right? If one of the definitions they are missing, any one definitions they are missing, then kindly do it in your notebook. Okay, all definitions should be there in your notebook. Flower, complete flower, incomplete flower, unisexual, pollination, fertilization, zygote, fruit, epigea germination, hypogea germination, and embryo. Okay, then comes differentiate between the following. This also we have done. Just go through it. If any differences are missing, then do it in your notebook. Okay? Now students comes answer the following questions. Okay. Now the first one is describe the functions of a flower. So what is the function of what are the functions of a flower? First, that it helps in reproduction and multiplication. Okay. The secondly, they have ornamental value. They are used in decoration. And third, that they are source of food for the insects. Okay, so these are the functions of the flower. Then comes describe the functions of different parts of a flower. So you have to write the functions of different parts of flower. Different parts of flower are, first is calyx, corolla, gynoecium and androecium. So you have to write their functions, how they help. Okay, then by means of a diagram show the parts of a fruit reproduction. By means of diagram show the parts of a fruit. Till here, you have to show the parts of a fruit. This also we have done. Then what part is played by stamens and carpels in reproduction? Now stamens, stamens, they are the male reproductive part, and carpels, they are the female reproductive part. Okay, so you have to write their functions, how stamens and carpels, they help in reproduction. Okay, now stamens, what they have? They have pollen grains. Okay, and pollen grains, what they contain? Male gametes, male sex cells, and carpels, they contain stigma, style and ovary. They have egg. Okay, female cells. So the fusion or the fertilization takes place in carpels. Okay, so this is how you will write the function or the part played by stamens and carpels in reproduction. Okay, now then comes fill in the blanks. Now here we have the first one, the four whorls of a flower are. Then you have to write all the four whorls. What are they? Calyx, then corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Okay, and what is the B part? Pollen is produced inside anther. Okay, the answer is anther. Female sex cell is present inside the ovary. Okay, and after fertilization, ovules grow into seeds. Ovules that are present inside ovary, after fertilization, what happens? Ovules, they grow into seeds and ovaries into fruit. Okay, then comes in hypogeal germination, the cotyledons remain. The answer is below the soil, and in apigeal germination, the cotyledons, they are pushed above the soil or above the ground. Okay, then comes give one word for the following. Okay, now here we have the first one is transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma is known as, answer is pollination. Then fusion of male gamete with the female gamete is known as, answer is fertilization. What is it? Fertilization. You can write S also in place of Z. Okay. Then the central part of a flower is, the answer is gynoecium. Gynoecium is the female part and it is actually the central part of a flower. Okay, then is D, structure which produces pollen grains in a flower. So which structure produces pollen grains in a flower? The answer is anther. Anther is the male reproductive part. Okay, then comes draw labeled diagrammatic sketches of the following. A stamen, you have to draw a stamen which is the male reproductive part, and a carpel which is the female reproductive part. Okay, now you have to draw a label diagram of a complete flower. Now complete flower is a flower in which all the whorls are present, so you have to draw the diagram of a complete flower. And examples of a complete flower are mustard, chinorose, you can draw you can draw hibiscus also. Okay, so you have to draw a well labeled diagram of a complete flower. Then here's a picture of a flower. This is also a complete flower, and you have to label it. Okay, you have to write the name of its parts. Okay, so let us start here with A. This is stamen. Okay, these parts are the male reproductive part, also known as stamen, and this one is anther, which is at the top, and this long tube is the filament. Okay, what is it? Filament. Then is this is the female reproductive part, and the top part is the stigma. What is it? Stigma. Okay, and this is style. The neck is the style, and the portion, the broad portion at the bottom is the ovary. Okay, what is it? Ovary. So stigma, style and ovary, what they make? They make carpel. Okay, carpel is the female reproductive part. Then comes, this is pedicel, and this is sepal, and this is these are petals. Okay, petals, and here you can see inside the ovule is the egg cell. Here F is the egg cell. Okay, so and this is ovule, this is ovary, this is ovule, and these are egg cells. So this is how you label a flower. Okay, just go through it, do it in your book also. Now comes question number 10. Study the three flowers A, B and C. A, B and C, and you have to answer the following questions. Okay. Now see here, students, the first one is the complete flower. Why this flower is the complete flower? Or we can say this is the bisexual flower. Why? Because it has all the, first it is the complete flower. Why? Because it has all the four whorls. Sepals, petals, then stamens and carpel. Okay, all the four whorls are present. So this one is the complete flower. Also this is the bisexual flower. Okay, and the second one is the incomplete flower. Okay, incomplete flower also unisexual. Why? Because female reproductive part is present, not male reproductive part is present. Okay, so this is unisexual. This is also unisexual and incomplete flower. Okay, because here male reproductive part is only present. Now let us answer this. Which flower makes pollen only? Okay, so out of these, which part makes pollen only? So the answer is C, this part, because it has male reproductive part. Then second is, which flower makes eggs only? Okay, makes eggs only. So B, because it has female reproductive part only. Now third is, which flower makes pollen and eggs? Okay, so the answer is A, because both the parts are present here. Then fourth one is, which is the only self-pollinating flower? Which is the only self-pollinating flower? The answer is A. Okay, and fifth one is, which flower may get pollinated by flower C? Here, so the answer is B. It will this will get pollinated with from C, B, and also A can also get pollinated by cross pollination. Then sixth one is, which flower may pollinate flower B? So which flower may pollinate flower B? The answer is C. Okay, and the last one is, in which flower can fertilization takes place? The answer is A and B, because fertilization it takes place in ovary. Okay, and here in A and B, ovary, they are present here in these flowers A and B. Okay, now comes 11th one. You have to put right or wrong. Okay, now here we have the first one, sexual reproduction takes place only in animals and not in plants. The statement is false. To put a cross mark here. Then zygote is formed by the fusion of a male gamete with a female gamete. This is correct. Put a tick mark, right, put right mark. Then stamens are female gametes. This is wrong, because stamens, they are the male reproductive part. Okay, now style is a part of ovary. Style is not a part of ovary. Okay, style is a part of female reproductive part, carpel. Now a fertilized egg becomes a seed. A fertilized egg doesn't become a seed. Ovules, they later on becomes a seed. Okay, a fruit is a fertilized ovary. Fruit is, yes, this is correct, it is a fertilized ovary. Then a seed consists of only an embryo. This is wrong. A seed also consists of, what does it consist of? The seed coat and the cotyledons. Okay, and seeds and fruits which possess wings are dispersed by water. This is wrong. Now pollen grains are produced in large quantity in wind pollinated flowers. This is right. Okay, now pollen grains are male gametes. The statement is not completely right. The statement is wrong, as male gametes, they are present inside the pollen grains. Okay, now fertilization starts when pollen lands on a stigma. This is false. Fertilization starts inside the ovary when male gamete it fuses with the egg cell. Okay, now a stigma is the top part of a stamen. This is false. Stigma is the top part of a carpel. Okay, an egg is fertilized in an ovule. Yes, this is true. Then comes match the columns. Okay, now see here, the first one is egg, pollen. Egg and pollen, they are kinds of gametes. Okay, and then comes egg. What is egg? Egg is the female plant sex cell. Then pollen. What is pollen? Pollen is the male plant sex cells. Okay, then bees. What are bees? Bees are the important pollen carriers. Okay, and then comes fertilization. What is fertilization? Fertilization is the union of a male and a female gamete. Okay, and then ovary. What is ovary? Ovary is the female plant part where fertilization takes place. Okay, then after this comes fill in the blanks. Okay, so let's see here what is there in the fill in the blanks. Options are given. You have to choose the right options. Okay, and some of the words, they can be used twice. Now the first is, the male part of a plant is made up of. The answer is stamens. Okay, now the female part of a plant is called the carpel. C-A-R-P-E-L. In plants, fertilization takes place when a male gamete fuses with an egg. Okay. Then the transfer of pollen from any stamen to any pistil is called pollination. Okay. What is it called? Pollination. Then comes the two kinds of pollinations are self-pollination and cross-pollination. Okay. Then the pollination of a carpel by pollen from the same flower is called, the answer is self-pollination. And the pollination of a carpel by pollen from a different flower is called cross-pollination. Okay. And the last one is the main carriers of pollen are wind and insects. Now students, this is the last one. Word scramble. Okay. Now here is the unscramble. You have to unscramble each of the following words. The first one is, can you guess what is it? It is flower. Okay. Flower. Now the next one is, can you guess? This is ovary. Ovary. And the last one is, this is fertilization. Okay. Now what is the spelling of fertilization? Fertilization. Okay. So now students, you have to write all the answers like this, and you have to learn these answers also. You have to revise all the exercises which is given in the chapters, and this assignment also, assignment 2. Okay, practice assignment 2. So kindly solve it and do it in your book.